sweet for me until I stumbled along the river and fell in. The snake's back on his feet, walking down the street. He's coming for you, but baby, I'm coming too. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight for your love. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight for your love. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight for your love.
Hello, everybody. It is February 10th, 2025. I am Drew.
And I'm Tara.
This is America's #1 Chicago-based sibling sports and entertainment butthole buffoonery 69 celebrating. We got the best calves in the business. We know all the science there is to know about anything. Quiz us on us. We got the answers. We are Melon Fights.
Melon Fights.
Melon Fights. Top of the chain. Top of the chain. America's #1. Tara, I'm just like, I'm ready for summer, so I'm dressed for the summer.
God. I feel that to my core.
Cold snap on the way. Cold
Yeah.
snap on the way right
Real-
now.
Yep. And I don't want to deal with it anymore.
And I decided I'm going to dress for summer. I'm ready for summer to be here. It's time. I'm ready for the beach. Bash at the beach. MTV's spring break at the beach. But at the same time, I'm drinking my first White Russian of the new year.
That's definitely a cold weather drink.
Something about it. I wanted it. I hadn't had one because the weather is cold.
Yep. It's very cold.
But I'm trying to will summer upon us, especially with my white pasty complexion. I'm real tired of it.
I know. I'm pretty much always pasty and white, but
You're a white girl, but nah, I mean you get about as tan as I get.
yeah.
I'm pasty right now. I'm over it. Like I trimmed my beard today to get it down to this length, and my God, I'm white, chubby faced bitch.
Now you know how I feel every 365 days of the year.
I'm gonna be doing a lot of this today. I'm gonna. This is gonna be me the rest of the pod to keep the double chin hidden as best I can.
I don't know if that's gonna create a very good pod.
Make it look like I got a neck. I still can be fun. Throw the arms back.
Is that a vintage shirt or is it like a new shirt?
Where the fuck would I get a vintage shirt that's this nice?
Trinity?
No, this would be probably expensive if it was a real actual vintage shirt.
Yeah.
It was $10 on the line. It was on the line.
This guy, get down.
Tara, it's time to get rid of the cat.
No, I love him so much. That's my
What's there to love?
My wettest moment is I love my cat.
The driest moment is you have a cat. That's my driest moment. I'm
it's
tired of
not
your
dry.
cat.
Come here.
Because here we are doing a pod and she's already off doing something with her dumb cat. I hate her cat.
No, he gets.
Hate him.
You don't hate him. He gets it out in the beginning, and then he's good. And then he's a good boy.
We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I've decided I've had enough bucks.
Yeah.
I'm going to go front runner. I'm going to throw the Cavs hat on for the week. Cavs are in first place anyway, so might as well just front run with the Cavs.
Might as well bandwagon because.
Yeah, how about that? Look at Tara getting on the mic there. Ooh.
What?
Do you listen to our pod?
Yes.
Liar. Because if you did, you'd realize why there's a big peak going on and you cut out a lot and it gets too loud and you should
on the mic.
You should want it to sound better.
I do. I'm on the mic.
I do my best to fix it in post, but it is hard.
Well, what I was going to say is the Bucks don't know how to freaking build a team.
No.
It's so annoying. They get rid of someone who is a difference maker
in
and
a
bring
big
in
game?
someone. Yep. And they bring in someone who is mediocre at best.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what was that move?
I don't know. Can you turn yourself down a little, please? It's just, you're not here when I'm at here, and it's so loud. Where it's really hard for me to edit it in the end. And then it sounds like crap. Right, guys? They don't know. They don't know what I'm dealing with.
Last week, I'm looking and I'm not even peeking, but all right. Let's see. Here. How's that? Good?
I think it's good.
All right.
I think we're probably good. Because what happens, it gets so loud that actually it'll cut my mic. Like I will not, you won't even hear what I say.
Hmm.
Because I don't, that's not our, that's a Riverside. That should never happen. Since we're recording from two different fucking places, doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Riverside, overrated.
Mm. So here we are. It is February 10th. Super Bowl Sunday was last night. We watched the Eagles pound the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah.
So we're going to close out our football talk for the year. You picked the Eagles, didn't you? I don't remember.
No, I picked.
Did we both take the Chiefs?
I did. And I'm sad about it because that game sucked.
I actually don't remember what I picked last week. I think I
think you picked the Eagles because I don't think we picked the same.
You might be right. You might be right. I think I said it because Saquon was going to rock their world, but
that's not what happened.
It's not how it happened, honestly. Yeah, Tara, what did you think of let's talk Super Bowl quick, talk halftime, talk Super Bowl, talk commercials if we want to. I don't really care. Super Bowl, the game. How did you feel about the game? Did you enjoy the game?
Not really, just because it was such a blowout. When there's a blowout like that, it's just not very fun. I really liked the Cooper DeJean
I think there was moments.
That was fun. Yep, there were moments, but
there's I'd rather have that than the games where it's like seems like nobody can score.
Yeah.
Because they did score a lot in it, and there was big plays, and then the Chiefs scored late. They were throwaway points, but they still scored late.
I feel like Jalen Hurts looked good, and he
looked good. He looked great. He won Super Bowl.
I know, but I just feel like he always gets, like, from the jump, people didn't think he was going to be good, and I'm glad that he's proving everyone.
I feel like we've always been on Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
Like that early. I remember talking to that early seat. Like I think when we first started the pod, we were like, I don't understand why they don't like Jalen Hurts. I'm like, give him a chance. Like he's got a lot of Lamar in him, but he's a better winner than Lamar. Turns out. Yeah. Yikes, Lamar! I don't want to say back of the bus. That sounds questionable.
Yeah, that's probably not right.
Back of the line.
Sure.
Something. Not back of the bus though. It's February.
Yeah. He's a hell of a player. He's kind of got like a big chip on his shoulder too, because people don't respect him, and I don't know. I'm a fan. I like him.
I've always liked him.
So that was fun.
I don't know if he's I don't know if he's a top quarterback in the league, but for that team, it works really well. I don't know where I put him. I mean, I still put him on. I know he beat Mahomes head to head here tonight or last night, but he's not better than Mahomes at quarterback. And I don't know that I would put him again ahead of like Josh Allen or Lamar just yet. Maybe Lamar at this point. I don't know. It's hard to say. I don't know because it was definitely a team effort, that defense. And then he, they put him in a good position to win, but he did it. He did what he needed to do. But in honor of the Eagles, I do have the Eagles album up on the wall in honor. I got the Eagles Hotel California album up on the wall.
That's good. Yeah, we had an Eagles cookie cake that sucked so hard.
Sucked ass, and I love cookie cake.
I did too. I was getting ready to crush
dry.
the cookie cake. It was dry. Maybe, the chocolate chips tasted like they had never been baked.
I should have made cookies.
It was not.
I should have made cookies since I'm the best cookie maker in town now.
Mm-hmm.
Rate it, Terry. You haven't even had any of my new cookies, have you?
No, I haven't.
None of them.
What am I rating?
Aren't you coming down? Wait, are you coming down here?
In 2 weeks.
When, next week? 2 weeks?
Not 2 weeks. The 21st.
I was gonna say, don't come down for Valentine's Day. That'd be weird. What do you do for Valentine's Day? Hanging out with my bro down in Chatham.
Going on a romantic trip to
Chicago.
Going on a romantic
trip down to Chicago. We're gonna go and have some pizza and some heart-shaped pizza.
We're gonna have a heart. Oh my gosh, today someone was like, have you ever heard of Chicago's pizza? And I was like, yeah, it's my brother Trinity's favorite pizza to ever exist. And they were like, it is awesome.
It really is.
And they're gluten-free, and I guess their gluten-free is real good. But I was like, I love it. She's right by her old house.
She lives by the one by our old house.
Yeah.
They're not all built equal. That one is the good one, in my opinion. When you come, you got to have some stuff that we want to pick some places. Side Street could be good. We could do something better, though, as well.
Mm-hmm.
You got to figure out what you want.
Yeah, I got to think about it the next 2 weeks because it's been a minute since I've been down there.
Hopefully it warms. It's supposed to be so cold for the next week.
I know.
Cold and snowy the next week. So we'll see.
Well, I thought I had to go all the way to Lombard. Now I only have to go to Oak something.
For what?
Oak for a baby shower.
Oak Park?
Nope. Oak Brook.
Oak Brook. That's not close though.
It's only 40 minutes from your house.
Well, how far is Lombard?
An hour.
Is Lombard where Olsen lives?
Yeah.
Isn't it funny that I forget where she lives? I could
Mhm.
get there in a car just by memory.
I couldn't.
Well, you've never been there.
I know.
Maybe I'll see if she wants to come hang out with us. I don't know. She doesn't listen anymore, obviously.
Yeah.
She used to send us emails. I'll tell her we talked about her this week. She's a mom. She
She's a
stopped
mom.
listening when she became a mom.
Well, that's when she was listening it when she was going on hot mom walks.
That's true.
but-
Hot mom. She's doing hot mom walks.
But
She's
I think
hey, Tara, maybe we should change what we are. Maybe we should try. Maybe we become a hot mom walk pod
ooh,
where we
I
really
like
try to
that.
like talk about things moms want to hear about. Stick to the Hallmark movies. Hell yeah. But
Yeah.
maybe we gotta talk about stuff I don't love that much. Maybe we gotta start talking about like Bravo shit. I can talk Bravo. I get it. I mean, I used to
I'm just not much of a reality TV girl anymore.
Yeah, but Tara, we're trying to be the top hot mom walk pod. I think we should transfer. I think we should maybe move what we've been and become still kind of give Chris and some of our listeners, Jimmy, the stuff they like, but maybe start skew towards the hot mom walk crowd.
Yeah. So it's
Hey, if you're a hot mom walker,
what
or if you think
topics do you want us
if you
to
know any
talk
hot
about?
moms that walk, are they hot moms or just a hot mom walk? Just
It's
like
a hot
girl walk?
well, it's a hot girl walk, but I'm thinking hot mom because
Hot mom
that's what
walk,
both of us do.
walking out the moms, walking the
Yep.
babies, getting back into shape. Isn't that what they do?
Yeah.
Is that what they're doing?
Yeah, they're getting in shape, getting out of the house.
Getting out of the house, trying to fight that postpartum.
Yeah, exactly.
Guess what's going to help you fight that? The comedy gold of the best hot mom walk pod in the nation, Melon Fights.
I mean,
If anyone knows hot mom walks better than us, it's us. Does that make any sense?
uh-huh.
Hot mom, I like this. I think we could do it. We got to start. Yeah, we got to start like
Finding our niche.
that's the type of people that spend money. That's the
Yeah.
and then we really need to get our merch going.
We got to figure out what hot moms like.
Man, I think our first t-shirt should be best hot mom walk. We need to come up with something. What's the line? We'll come up with it. Hey guys, if you're listening, if you guys are good, maybe I'll talk to some of my friends. Maybe I'll talk to Britt. I'm like, Britt, can you help us design a shirt for hot mom walk pod? I don't know.
And then
maybe we'll have a
we'll
segment just for the hot moms.
We'll just keep it this and they'll listen to it and be like, what? What is this?
Well, I think hot moms would like our pod. I think we cut back on some of the sports a little bit.
This is the perfect time to try it because
there ain't shit going on.
Yeah, there's basketball, but who cares?
Yeah, basketball's good, but basketball's hot right now. We got Luka is playing tonight.
Ooh,
Luka,
is
like,
he playing right now?
by the way, we haven't talked about the Super Bowl for 10 minutes.
Oh, I know.
We moved off it real quick because it wasn't that exciting.
No,
It wasn't that exciting. We kind of talked about it. Chiefs looked like shit. Eagles won. That's our sports talk. If you're a hot mom walk and you don't want to hear about sports, that's us talking about sports. That's about how much sports I want to give.
I thought it was really strange that Trump got cheered and Taylor Swift got booed. Hated that.
It is weird.
That's weird and like.
No, it's not. NFL fans, man. Like people going to the Super Bowl are like straight up football fans, and they're tired of fucking Taylor Swift. They're like because they don't.
Not.
No, Tara. They're fucking football fans. What are you talking about? They're the people that got that guy into the fucking mix. What are you talking about?
I'm a football fan.
I know. Would you have cheered for either of them?
I would cheer for.
Would you have done the opposite? Boo.
Yeah, 100%.
Boo. Woo. You would cheer Taylor Swift?
Yeah, why not?
Why? Why would you cheer? Why, if they showed her on the big, you're at the game like, and Taylor Swift won, why would you cheer for that? I'm not saying you got to boo her.
I'd be like, hey, girl.
I just think you would look.
Hey,
Tay. I don't think you would have cheered or booed.
I think I would have cheered.
I don't think you. Why? You would have been excited to see her? She's in the same giant building as me?
I would have been like, now we got bad blood.
All right, hot mom walkers, that's weigh in. Email us at MELLONfights, MELLON fights @gmail.com. Weigh in. Would you have cheered Taylor or booed Taylor at the Super Bowl? That's our first. That's going to be us, Taylor. Because Hot Mom Walks definitely listen to Taylor. Would you have
Yes.
booed her, not cheered her, or just looked and said, "Oh, there she is"?
They would have.
Her reaction's pretty funny. I saw the video.
know.
She's just like, she was not expecting it. She definitely wasn't
No.
expecting that. She's definitely heard that people. There's plenty of like football fans are like, I'm tired of seeing her. I don't care. Like, and they're
Right,
very
but that's-
boisterous about it. But she's never been booed at a game.
Well, I think part of it too is it's Philly, and Philly fans are fucking insane, and they
Sure,
so
that's
I feel
true
like
because she's a K. Yeah. Because
Yeah.
she's got the KC. There was a lot of Philly fans there.
there was a
from what I
lot of
could tell.
Philly fans. Yes, I mean we could even hear like I feel like the Chiefs like.
Oh, they did the Chiefs cheer, but it was like
But
it was
like,
clearly
it was
sarcastic.
Yes,
And from what I
exactly.
heard, I think that's what the people in the crowd were saying was the case.
Yes.
They were doing it, thinking it was
Yep.
funny.
So
That is funny. That's a good troll.
That is a good troll. But the Taylor Swift thing, I'm like, weird.
So yeah, Hot Mom Walkers, weigh in on your Taylor Swift moment. And tell us other things you want us to talk about on our pod, because we are the #1 Hot Mom Walk pod in the nation. That's what it is. We're a Hot Mom Walk pod.
Yeah.
We're the #1 Hot Mom Walk pod
Pod.
in the nation.
Hot Mom Walk pod.
With a little hint of butthole buffoonery. Just saying.
I mean,
But
I
hot
think-
moms
I
can
didn't-
hear about buttholes. In fact,
They-
they know a lot about butthole
They
stuff
know a lot
because their
about
buttholes
buttholes.
and vaginas are basically connected now. That's what
Yeah.
happens
They
right?
had to get
because that gets tore up, and now it's
It's
just all
torn,
one hole.
and then no, they have to stitch it back up. But they know what it means to combine them both.
Wow.
God, moms, you're
Tough. I mean,
You're
think about that,
insane.
fellas. Think about if your butthole ripped open. Or wait, I'm sorry. Think about if your pee hole ripped. Pee hole's not a good.
It's not
a
pee hole.
fair matchup.
no.
But let's pretend. Imagine your pee hole ripped open so far that your butthole became part of it. Dang.
Mm-hmm.
That actually sounds worse than what actually happened. That would be nuts.
I know, like you're
Over your balls. It'd be
Ew.
more like if your
Your
balls tore open.
Yes.
It's not. There's really no comparison. That's the thing.
No.
It's so hard to compare the two. Like when people want to be like, "What about?" I'm like, "Our body parts are so different. It's why are we trying to compare them?" Sometimes guys get kicked in the nuts. It hurts. And sometimes women, not sometimes women, basically all have kids and get tore the fuck to shreds.
Yeah.
Because guess what, dudes? We get hit in the balls like twice in our life where it's bad. Like twice in your life, you're like, "Ooh, not so good. That hurts." And then women, pretty much all of them have kids. Not all of them, but a high percentage. And they get tore up. And every single one of them has a period, which doesn't feel good. But
No.
dudes, like twice in life, we get hit in the balls. We're like, ooh. It does. I'm not going to say it doesn't hurt, but like also it happens like twice in your life where you're like, oh
Right.
my God.
And
That
it's like
sucks.
monthly.
And
a
it
woman
lasts
could
for
have-
10 seconds.
Yeah. Monthly, a woman could have like terrible cramps where they're like
Oh, like debilitating.
barfing. Yeah. I mean,
That's weird.
Or-
Women that got it that bad, that's wild.
I get it pretty bad. Like
Oh.
I've definitely puked.
Really?
God, yes.
I didn't know that.
I get migraines. I've puked. I like have such bad cramps that I have to like wear heating pad, like back
Oh,
heating
wow.
pads on my stomach.
Now I'm not so
and-
sure I'm agreeing with what I'm saying. I feel like maybe you're being dramatic.
Okay.
I don't know, Tara.
I'm not Drew.
Tara, sometimes my balls hurt
Well,
because
you
I
should
like
get that checked out.
sit
then.
on them,
Oh.
or I like am lifting weights and I pull a little too hard. I'm like, oh, I kind of went down to my sack.
Okay. Well, cramps are
Borderline. I'm
insane.
like, oh, that could have been a what's that called? Hernia?
hernia. Yep.
Yeah. Can women get hernias?
Yes.
What happens?
It's like in their bellies and stuff, or their like groins.
What is a
or-
hernia? I thought it's
It's
what,
like a bulge.
but I thought something had
bulge.
something to do with your balls.
No, because girls can get them too.
Is it something to do with your intestines?
Probably.
But why do you check your balls for a hernia?
I think that it's not even.
Are there
just your
different things? Are they different hernias?
I think so.
I gotta Google it. What's a hernia?
Because I feel like you can get them in like your groin. Like I feel like I have a hernia in my groin right now.
Hot girl walks about to. I mean, this is great. I mean, they're gonna be like they're learning, like we're
Yeah.
learning. We're learning together.
Yeah.
Hernia condition where an organ or tissue protrudes through a weak spot in a muscle or connective tissue wall. This can turn various parts of the body, including the abdomen, groin, and diaphragm. Okay, the diaphragm as well.
I'm pretty sure I have a hernia in my left leg groin.
Oh wow,
I've
that's
had
not
it
good.
for
Tara.
years. I've had it for years.
Oh wow, what do you think it is? What do you think the organ is? It's an
Uh,
organ protruding through. What do you think it is? An ovary?
probably.
Can come from lifting. You might get nausea, constipation. Oh,
Mm,
I bet you women have hernias all the time when they give birth
probably.
from all that. And I know
Ugh.
they get hemorrhoids,
Do you know what I learned?
right?
Yeah.
When they give
To-
birth.
yeah, to get our butthole quota up, this is what I
We're
learned.
already there, I think, today. But go ahead.
When you are like, let's say you got to poop and you like go, oh, and like, and you try to like
you do when you have to poop?
really like try to.
I usually go. That's not my noise. You want to? Mine's more like.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that because
I'm aware, but
but
sometimes
this
you
is,
gotta.
no. But listen to this because
Okay.
I've tried it.
Okay.
So
Is there a trick?
there's a trick.
Oh shit.
So when you're pooping and you're like pushing,
Mm-hmm.
that's not good because it like makes your like butt actually squeeze up tighter. It's like doing
Oh.
exactly what you don't want it to do.
Okay.
So what you do is physical therapists will say you moo to poo. So you'll
Moo?
be like, yeah. So you just
Oh.
moo,
When
and
I
it,
mooed, I felt it like vibrate my
moo.
moo because it
Okay.
it loosens it. I
It
can
does.
feel it.
Yes.
Moo.
So now,
would that
so
help giving birth?
maybe probably. So it's just like
Moo. Moo. I got to fart.
Okay, well,
I'm not going to do it in the mic this week.
Good, good, because that's not very hot mom.
Hot girl walk. I farted once in the mic, once in 146 episodes. It just happened to be last week.
One too many times.
And then I announced it again this week. I don't know why I'm announcing it. I'm sorry. I usually don't do that on the pod. In life, yes.
Yeah.
I'm a pig. I'm a pig.
So now, Drew, if you ever have to, like, you're feeling a little constipated, just like
moo. Tara, I
don't
feel
be
it
so loud with
loosening
it.
up. What?
You don't have to be so loud with it.
Well,
If
then
you
why would
wanna
I
be loud-
moo? Moo. No, it's not the
Well, if
Tara.
you're
When I
ever-
moo, you have to do it loud. I'm pretty sure you got to do it loud, Tara, because when I'm doing it quiet, moo, I'm not feeling it. Moo. I'm not feeling the vibrations down in my core. You try doing it louder. Do it louder.
Moo. I feel
No,
like
that's not how you moo.
moo.
It's moo. You know, maybe I need to. You're not a good mooer, Tara.
Moo.
No, moo.
But I'm not. I'm trying to just like keep everything loosey goosey when I moo.
Moo. It gets looser when you do it with your whole gutturalness.
Moo.
No, like
It'll work.
like you're
Just
no.
trust me. I've done it before. It works.
I'm gonna help you shit faster.
Okay.
Tara, moo the way I'm fucking mooing. Why are you doing your moo? Go moo. Really try to hold it and feel it in your diaphragm. Come on.
Moo.
I think you did it. I think you did it.
I think I just shit my pants. Just kidding.
Go change your drawers while I don't vamp. Go change your drawers and I'll vamp.
No, I'm the
What'd you think of the halftime of the Super Bowl?
I thought it was good. I just don't like. I thought that it was a good performance. I just don't know the song, so it wasn't like as fun. But I thought it was good.
Here's the thing about Kendrick. I'm a Kendrick guy. I like Kendrick, but I just don't know that his stuff is great for a halftime Super Bowl show. I thought there was cool. I thought the choreography stuff was kind of cool and the visuals were kind of cool. It wasn't so over the top as it's been in the past.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it.
It had
also,
meaning to it.
Like when everyone was like excited about him doing the Drake song and doing the pedophile thing, I'm like, I'm just not moved by that.
No,
I don't care.
You know what? I realized
What's that?
You know how you're like, is that an Amazon necklace?
Yeah, what was it?
It's an A minor.
Oh shit! Oh, you realized that, or someone told you?
I saw someone say it. I'm like,
oh, that's so smart. That's so funny. It was A minor. That is an A minor.
Small A. Mm-hmm.
Oh, dumb. That I didn't, because I'm like, why do you have an Amazon A?
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't the only
so
one.
Much like an Amazon A.
That's really funny. I do like that. Like he's smart. I bet you. I promise people are going to come out like the way he organized the songs and everything. I bet you there's all these secret messages in it that 100%. I won't know about for a week or so because someone will break it all down for me. Because all of his music is like that, like all these double entendres and stuff like that.
And like the whole Samuel L. Jackson thing too.
Right. I really liked that, actually.
Yeah, it was fun. I really liked the crip walk that Serena did.
As
She
a
was
whole, I
really
liked
pretty.
it. Mom wouldn't shut up during it, but as a whole, I liked it. Mom was at the table, kitchen table, talking the whole time. I'm like, lady, I want to watch this. She was far enough away where I could hear it, but I'm like, why wouldn't you want to watch this? It's interesting. It's different. You know, give it a watch. Give it a see.
I liked how it looked like the American flag. I liked
Just the colors.
Mhm.
It definitely was a statement.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say who it was, but Mario sent me a picture. It was like
I'm
someone's
not
tweet.
gonna. Oh,
It was someone's tweet
that you know.
that we know, and he's like, "This is the least surprising thing ever." And the guy, the person said something about, pretty decent. This Super Bowl is the worst thing you've ever seen. And Mario's like, least surprising. I'm like, what a douche. Like, okay,
That's stupid.
it's a guy, an older man,
Mm.
white man,
Mm-hmm.
elder than me. He doesn't listen to the pod. I don't care. I'm not gonna say his name though.
No.
But it was funny when he sent it to me. Mario must not listen anymore either. What a piece of shit.
Mario used to be my favorite person, and now he's not.
Yeah. He's not a hot mom though. He's not. He doesn't get it because he's not a hot mom.
No.
He's a hot dad though. He could do a hot dad walk. His
He could
wife should be
definitely-
listening to our pod.
Yeah, she.
His
could do
little
a
wife.
hot
They got 2 babies. They should be listening to what they should be listening to our. I'm gonna tell him, hey, have your wife listen to our. This episode is dedicated to
to the
his
hot
wife.
moms.
This is for you, Brenia.
This is for you.
This is for you. Any Super Bowl commercials? Don't care.
The only
honestly
one that I
didn't
really
remember any of them.
The only one that I really remember was when Seal was a seal. It was so creepy.
It was creepy, but it wasn't as funny as everyone was like. I was like, I don't care that much.
I don't know.
It
It was just Seal was a seal. I like it.
yeah, it was.
creeped
He
me
looked
out.
good as a seal. Honestly, kind of looked good as a seal. But the commercial wasn't that funny.
No,
But him as a seal looked good.
I don't even know.
I mean,
what
we
it was
love
for.
Seal. We
do
love
love
Seal. We love that
I don't-
song.
Like I literally don't know what it is for. So
Yeah, what was it
did a
for? I
bad
wonder.
job.
What was it for? Bad
I
job,
don't
guys.
know.
I don't know what it was for. Other than that, yeah, I don't really remember. There was a lot of weird AI stuff going on, or it wasn't all AI
Yeah.
technically, but there's a lot of computer generated stuff that looked like dog shit all night
Mhm.
long.
Like the Martha Stewart one was probably the worst.
Looked really stupid. Really stupid.
I'd rather have seen her trying to dance in
Yeah,
those
just
shoes.
looking dumb.
Yeah.
The Dunkin' Donuts one was too long. They called it a movie. It was they were basically rented out. They did like a movie, like a short film.
Which one was that?
The Dunkin' Donuts one was like Affleck and Daniel.
Oh yeah, dumb. I
But yeah,
liked.
I don't remember much of it.
There was the Dorito one.
That was like the thing where where you get to like
when-
someone.
Oh,
You
somebody.
you like
Yeah.
submit and you win it. It's
was
not like
fine.
it was very. I mean, whoever made it had a budget
Yeah.
because it was like pretty. It wasn't like easily made.
I just liked the ending where the alien and the guy were just eating Doritos together.
I love Doritos.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of, I love Doritos. Super Bowl food. We had pretty good Super Bowl food. I liked
You
it.
did.
Didn't feel it. It was like we had barbecue beef, sloppy joes for those
Sloppy
of you.
Joes.
And fajitas. It was delicious. And lots of other food. Too much food. I actually didn't go crazy.
I didn't either, but that artichoke dip was pretty good.
I didn't like it.
Oh, I loved it.
I didn't like it. Too rich for me. Too rich for this blood. So
I went to a fish fry this week.
mm-hmm.
I haven't been to a fish fry in I don't even know, probably 20 years.
Tara's the worst order
I'm
of all
not-
time.
I'm-
She's about to tell you that.
Yeah,
Tara does not. Tara's an idiot when it comes to going to a place to order food.
I am. And I ordered the
Fish
Baked.
fry. She hadn't been to a fish fry in over 20 years.
baked cod.
Baked cod at a fish
That is-
fry.
that
I'm
is
sure the
never-
baked cod was fine.
No, it wasn't. And it's how all baked cod is. Boring as fuck.
Oh yeah, that's right. Why didn't you
And
get the
it's
fried
no
ass fish?
flavor. So here's the thing. They had the beer batter. And I was like, no, that stuff like it
But it's
gives
good.
me it gives me a bellyache.
Mm-hmm.
But they had a lightly battered. That's what I should have gone with. And I
But you
didn't.
got baked like a fucking idiot.
I got baked. It tasted like shit.
Why go to a fish fry even? Why even go to a fish fry if you're not going to get fried fish, Tara? Stay home.
It was a
Bake your
supper
own
club.
tilapia or something.
It was at a supper club, and I didn't even get to have like a I really wanted to do a grasshopper, but we were running a little late.
Love a
So I didn't get
grasshopper.
one. So I
Were
didn't
they
get
doing
one.
old fashions as well?
Yeah, but
Hell yeah.
I didn't
I
get
want
old
to go.
fashioned.
Why was my invite?
You were.
You don't think I could have cruised up for the night
You could have.
a day early? One day earlier?
And then we went to a comedy show, and that was so good. Oregon had a really fun comedy show.
I was asking Tara, do you think we could pull off an improv show there or a live pod there?
Yes.
Like it'd be good there if we wanted
Yeah.
to do it there, or or the wine bar be better? Both.
No. Mm-mm. I think the bad art would be better.
Okay. Well, we should look
I
into
also think more people would go to bad art because that's just kind of what they do there. Like it's not a bar. It is a bar, but they do art there.
it. Okay. And also bring some art to put up on the wall if you want.
Yeah.
I do improv, but I also paint mediocre pictures if you would like. Any more Super Bowl stuff? We're 30 minutes in.
Any more Super Bowl?
Any more Super Bowl stuff from this year's football Super Bowl? Then we're going to do our NBA preview.
Nope, no more Super Bowl stuff.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else Super Bowl wise that I needed to mention that caught my eye. I was enjoying watching clips of Philadelphia fans celebrating. I will say that they're having a good ass time. I watched a little video on Snapchat. It was just a bunch of clips of people. It was a bar. I think it was Barstool. One of their guys was around Philly, and they were just having the best time ever, just yelling wild shit, loving life. They did something that would have pissed me off if I worked at a hotel. It was like, so every night they bring up, they got to clean a lot of hotels don't clean their own like linens, right? So they have people come pick them up and take them away. Okay. And then they bring the clean ones and you send the dirty ones with them and they bring them back the next day.
Yes.
The partying had come out, must have spilled onto the streets as one of the hotels was exchanging it. And people were like having like pillow blanket towel fights in the middle of the street with this clearly hotel's linens, like towels and stuff. And I was like, oh, some of them were probably dirty, which is gross. But it was like, I would have been like, God damn it. I would have been so, because you're fucked because you only have a limited amount of them.
Yeah.
That you're sending out and you're waiting for them to come in to change all your bed sheets the next day. So that hotel's fucked. I don't know what hotel it was in Philadelphia, but they're fucked today. For sure that's what it was. For sure that's what it was. What's that?
You're feeling bad for
I'm
them.
feeling terrible as a person who's worked in that industry, and I know how much that stuff it matters. They're fucked today. They have new ones that have never been used, but not enough.
Oh God.
They don't have enough. They're fucked. Someone is pissed today.
Yeah.
So anyway, I was enjoying watching the Philly fans have a good time. So that was the Super Bowl. Next year's winner, Tara. So we're a year away. Predict next year's winner. You have to. That's the law. You have to say next year who's going to win. I think I think there's a couple favorites, but who's going to win next year?
I'm going to say the Buffalo Bills.
Dang, I thought you were going to stick with the Lions, and I think you should have.
You
know what, Tara?
Are you saying
I'm going to take the Lions.
I hope that you're right.
I'm going to take the Lions because they're going to be healthier next year. The defense is going to be healthy next year. They're going to have all those same studs. Lions. I'm sticking with the Lions.
I love it.
They got that heartbreak in their hearts. Lions.
They do have that heartbreak.
Super Bowl champions 2026. You heard it here first, folks. Or you didn't hear it at all, but you heard it here first. Lions.
I hope you're right. I just don't want to. I don't want to pick because my picks are always trash. So,
you had KC in the Super Bowl.
I did have KC in the Super Bowl.
You had KC versus the Lions. I had Baltimore versus St. Louis.
The Lions. Oh yeah, that's right.
We both didn't pick that bad. They were in the mix.
They were in the mix. But Lions
we weren't picking like the Cowboys.
Never. So stupid.
Fuck them.
That's what I realized. That's one thing that I realized with the Super Bowl where like people were so excited and like I don't even know like if the Cowboys would win how I would feel.
If the Cowboys won, I wouldn't care, Tara.
That's like I just feel that they've been such a disappointment.
They're just so annoying.
They're so annoying.
I gotta shut this door. Keep going.
That it makes me sad that I don't have a team that makes me that excited if they were to win. And, you know, when the Badgers win, I'm so ecstatic and I'm so happy, but I don't really have that pro team that if they win, I care.
Fuck. Terry, you gave me creatine. I left it at home.
Druzy.
So you got to take it. You got to use it.
Okay.
So we're 30. It's time for we got a list. We got a really fun list for the week.
What?
A really fun list. The Colorado list was fun, in my opinion. So we got to do our list, guys. For those that are for the hot moms walking around today for their first time, listen to our pod. We this year to 2025, we decided we were going to do each week. We were going to pick a state, not pick a state. We're going to do every state in order and give our top 5 things from that state, each of us. Top 5 things related to that state. This week we are on Colorado, and we're going to do 52. So we're also going to do the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico. And I'm thinking maybe we're probably going to have to do Greenland and Mexico and Gaza at this point is what it sounds like. That's what it's sounding like. Maybe we'll do a week of just that. But Colorado really fell in that sweet spot because there's here's the thing. There's California we did last week. There's just so many famous people, so many things that happen there. And then there's states like Arkansas where it's kind of like in Alaska where it's like, man, not a lot of stuff. But Colorado's right in that sweet spot where it's like pretty good amount of stuff to choose from. Where you can really find things you really love. Like find the thing that really sticks out. Because again, like California was like every movie's made there, every TV show's made there, a lot of famous people from there, things like that. So it's really hard where I thought this was a lot more fun because you can really find things you love. So this week is our Colorado, our top 5 things related to the state of Colorado. Tara, how'd you feel about it? Did you like the Colorado list?
I did. There's a lot of stuff on here that I really, really love. There's a lot of things that I really, really love.
I agree. I had a lot of fun with this list. I wonder how similar our lists will be, to be quite honest. Let me pull my list up quick.
I always worry about like my number ones.
Did you see the Channing Tatum Super Bowl commercial? They said it was a Super Bowl commercial, but I didn't see it. It was him like teaching soccer players how to dance, like do a celebration dance, but he was doing like Magic Mike like. Pull it up. You should take a look at it. It was a lot of fun.
Did you see it when we watched?
No, I saw it online today, and they say it was a Super Bowl commercial, but I feel like we would have noticed if it was Magic Mike. I feel like we would have noticed Magic Mike.
I know.
Maybe, but it was a soccer. It was the Wrexham team.
Do you want me to pull it up or no?
Yeah, go ahead and go give it a look. I'm a great vamper. I'll vamp the shit out of this. I don't give a shit. So yeah, hot moms. That's the kind of pod this is if you're a hot mom walking around right now. Tell your other hot moms all about Melon Fights. Melon Fights, the best hot mom walk pod in the nation. Yeah, and email us, old listeners, email us, melonfights, MELLONfights @gmail.com. You can also find us on TikTok. I put up clips. I also put up clips on Instagram, Melon Fights Podcast for both of those. Check them out. Give them a watch. I haven't been as diligent this year because last year I was doing it and no one was watching us, so I kind of gave up, but I'm back. I like to make them, so I'll be making some clips. That's how the hot moms are going to find us. It's from our clips. Hot mom walks. Oh, it's a long, I forgot how long of a commercial it is.
It's like a minute and 19 seconds.
Yeah, watch it, Tara. I'll just keep vamping. I'll talk about something else.
This off, then.
Go ahead. I don't care. Taking off her headphones because but does she know we can hear the commercial? Because we can. So I'm going to explain the commercial while she watches it, since you guys can't see it if you didn't see it. Channing Tatum looking good, real close haircut, real like real buzzed cut, wearing like a tracksuit. He's talking to the Wrexham soccer team. And then he's like, hey, you got to learn, you got to dance when you do good stuff. And he's just doing horny Magic Mike style dance moves. Talking to him, being sexy, being Magic Mike. Alabama native. If you guys are new to the pod, back when we did Alabama, he did make our top list because we love ourselves some Channing Tatum. We're definitely a Channing Tatum. I'd say we're probably a Channing Tatum, Zac Efron. Channing Tatum, Zac Efron. And there was one other one in Patrick Swayze podcast. That's what we are today. It's our top 3 dudes. We'd have some babes because I got the babes I dig, but Tara's unwilling to say babe she digs. I don't appreciate that. I'm all willing to be like, yeah, that's a cool dude. I'm down with P Sways and his sweet abs. I'm down with Magic Mike and his sweet moves. I'm down with Zac Efron and his relatability. But when I like a babe, Tara doesn't ever get on board with that. I don't understand that. I don't think that's fair. So yeah, hot moms, we are a Patrick Swayze, Channing Tatum, Zac Efron pod, but we don't have any ladies because Tara's unwilling to jump on board with any ladies I think are fun. She doesn't have it in her. I don't know. I don't know what her deal is.
What?
Tara, I'm always, we got dudes that are clearly dudes of the pod. Chalamet is another one.
Love
You don't
Chalamet.
ever jump. When I think a lady's cool, you're never on board with that. I don't understand that. That's not really fair.
I am a
No.
pro lady.
I'll be like, this lady is my lady. And you'll be like, no, because women don't like hot ladies. But
I
dudes,
like
they're not
hot
afraid of,
ladies.
I'm not afraid to like a hot dude. But you're
I
afraid
like
of hot
hot
ladies.
ladies.
You're anti hot lady.
Who's a hot lady you think I should like?
I don't know. I've definitely said hot ladies
I don't know if you
that
have.
I'm
You don't-
into.
You say that you're way more into the hot dudes than the hot ladies. Like if you were,
No, I will yum your yum. You'll yuck my yums.
I
all day.
will not yuck your yum.
Last night I was talking about Anne Hathaway. You were like, fuck that bitch. I'm like,
I
Anne
didn't
Hathaway's
say
great.
that. I
Anne
just
Hathaway's
don't.
great. You're like,
She's
what?
great.
She's like, I don't get, like, you're like acting like you don't, you like, really? I'm like, yeah, really. She's
She's
attractive as
great.
shit and a good actress. And
Great. She's
Huh?
great. She's great.
that's just last night. You anti Sydney Sweeney.
No, I'm not.
Yeah,
love
you're like, she's an
Sydney.
ugly ass hoe. And I don't
I
think she's a
would
very good
never
person.
say
You've
that.
said that. You're like, she's a
would
bad
never-
person.
I think that she is awesome. I loved her in the first show she was ever in. She's hot.
Miley.
I love Miley. I freaking love her.
Then talk about her like I talk about Chalamet's. Come on.
I don't like you want to doink Chalamet. I don't want to.
You don't want to doink. That's my point, Tara. You don't have it. You're
don't.
afraid. You're not comfortable with your sexuality. I actually think men are more comfortable with their sexuality than women.
No.
I will talk about how sexy Chalamet is. I'd let him do a little mustache dance on me. I don't give a shit.
Maybe Miley.
But you wouldn't let Miley shake that, give you a little fucking can't stop bread eating session? White bread?
I love Miley. She just doesn't do that for me.
Who does? None. That's my
Mm,
point. Women don't do that. Won't do that.
No, that's not true. I
Give me
think
one.
Margot Robbie.
That's like the only one women ever say is Margot Robbie.
She's beautiful. Megan Fox.
No.
Why? I think
She
she's
just is
beautiful.
not as, she just doesn't, she's too like mean looking.
I like that.
No. All the guys I pick are down to earth cool guys. Chalamet. Channing.
Maybe I don't want a down to earth girl because that's me.
No, that's what that's my point that's my point. That's what Anne Hathaway feels like. That's what Sydney Sweeney, even though she's like a bombshell, kind of feels like.
I think she's hot.
Okay, well. We'll see. We'll see moving forward.
Okay.
Hey, how moms, as you're walking, let us know which babes you're cool with. And you can't say Margot Robbie and Megan Fox. Get out of here with Megan Fox. She's not,
Why?
because she's not cool. She's like hangs out with the like Kardashians and shit. She's not cool. I'd give you like what's her name's counterpart, from Devil Wears Prada. She's great.
Emily Blunt.
Emily Blunt, great, hot, lovely.
She's Mary Poppins, so I mean she's not hot.
What's it gonna do with anything?
I just think of her as like not a hot. I think she's pretty and beautiful, but
That's my point. See, you're doing it right now.
what?
You're doing it right
I
now.
don't think
If you listen, you're doing it right now.
I don't know what I'm doing.
She is the Chalamet of women. That's just what she is. Every time she's interviewed, she's charming as shit and fun. She's the Chalamet of women.
Okay, maybe yes. Me and Emily Blunt. Love
Women
her.
don't like
I
women.
love
That's
her.
my
but
point.
No, I love her.
Dudes love hot dudes. Dudes dudes who are comfortable with their sexuality love hot dudes.
But I love her. But
Who?
I'm just not Emily Blunt.
You just say, like, I mean, what?
But like
What the fuck?
that's not what I said.
That English bitch? Is she English? Is she from England?
Yeah, she is. She's Mary Poppins.
She's married to Jim Halpert.
Ugh. Yeah.
Why don't you like Jim Halpert?
I'm just not a big fan of his.
Why not?
I don't know.
I think he's a good person, actually.
Maybe it's because I think of him as Jim.
But he's
And
great as
is not
Jim.
he's just not
Jim's
my-
great. Pam's the shithead. Jim's great. Everyone knows that when they go back and watch it, like, oh, Pam.
No, but
Everyone
Jim's,
says that. I don't agree with that take, though. I think it's a
Jim's
terrible
like,
take.
He can be so boring.
Who?
Jim.
Jim's not boring. All Jim all day is plays pranks. That's not boring. He's a blast.
He's not
Jim's a
boring.
blast.
He's kind of like a.
Jim's a blast.
Okay. We should do our Colorado list.
We will. That's the only list we got.
But we also have a whole Valentine's thing that we have to do.
What?
Unless you didn't watch it.
What?
Did you not watch Unexpected Valentine?
No, I didn't think you did either.
I did.
I don't have it. I was at home and I didn't have a way to watch it. I didn't have a way to watch it.
You could have signed into me.
I honestly didn't think you watched it because we didn't even talk about it.
I freaking
Did you? Don't tell me you loved it because I'll still watch it.
Oh yeah, that's.
I have to figure out. I have to watch it. I actually tried to watch it today, but I couldn't find it. I'm like, well,
also
Sarah
we
probably
have
didn't watch it anyway.
a real world.
I told you not to do the real world when you were
Oh, you
leaving.
did? I didn't hear.
I could do it. I could come up
No,
with my
we
5 favorite real worlds.
I don't think we should do it just because we talked about a lot of my favorite ones last week. So
Listen, here's the top 5. Dan, Colin,
stupid bitch.
yeah. What's the other girl's name?
Melissa.
Melissa. Dan calling Melissa stupid bitch. Brad getting arrested.
Yep.
Brad
OMG.
also saying he's got a thick 8. The threesome.
The
The threesome at Vegas, original Vegas.
Yep.
Um,
David.
David, I was saying to Trin, David and Tammy from season 2, when David got kicked out because they were like
So
all having fun, but then like it escalated and she was in her bra and panties, and like that's what I think of when I think of the real world. That's what introduced me to the real world
For sure. Tammy like getting her jaw wired shut so she
Yeah.
wouldn't eat.
She had a crazy
Tammy
season. She
having
also
an
got an
abortion.
abortion that season. Tammy might be top of the
Tammy.
line real world member of all time that didn't make our list. What the fuck were we thinking? She was amazing. And now she hosts a show where it's like she catches cheaters.
Oh, really?
Yeah, on MTV or VH1, one of the two. And she just catches cheaters.
Well, she's
Tara.
been on like a bunch of different reality
Yeah, she
shows.
hosts this and it's nuts.
That's funny.
Anyway, so yeah, those are we have basically the same favorite moments.
Yes.
Colorado though.
Gosh.
This is how I like the pod to be myself,
Yeah.
where we kind of get all over the place. We'll be talking Super Bowl again in 2 seconds. So Tara, our top 5 things related to the state of Colorado. Tara, what's your number 5 thing related to the state of Colorado?
Okay. This is my number 5 thing, and I feel like it has the potential to go up so much higher, but I've actually never been here.
Okay.
And it's the Red Rocks Amphitheater. I so badly
Want to go?
want to go and see a
should go
show
this year.
there.
See Dog.
We should go and see Dog. there.
July 1st. Dr. Dog at Red Rocks.
Yes.
Never been.
I haven't
I put it
either.
as an honorable mention because I've never been, so I didn't think I could put it as my top 5, Tara. To me, it's hard to put something I've never been to in my top 5.
I agree.
I'm just going to say.
I agree, but like, it is so cool. I mean, being at a concert in that venue, just when I see pictures, I want to be there so bad. Like, I want to go there so freaking bad.
For sure.
Also, Incubus is playing there this year too, and
that'd be
it's in
cool.
July 10th, and I'm like, damn, those are too far apart. Like, I can't be in Colorado for 10 days. But man, I really
You could.
I mean, I could, but
It'd be
it's-
weird.
It'd be a
Be
long
fun.
time. It would be fun. So yeah, that's what I pick. I just think it's such a cool. Like, I went to in Nashville. They had this outdoor concert venue, and it was really awesome. And this would just be that times a million.
Yeah. I do want to check it out.
Yes,
Maybe we'll do it this year. We should have done it last year for my 40th birthday.
I know. Maybe we
Dr.
could do-
Dog played there as well then.
Yes.
I was struggling to put mine in order. I'm going to be honest. So I'm going to go with my number 5 thing from the state. I'm sorry. My number 5 thing related to the state of Colorado is actually Qdoba, not Chipotle.
Ooh.
Somehow Qdoba and Chipotle are both from Colorado. I think Chipotle stinks, and I think Qdoba is awesome because Qdoba, if you guys don't know, is basically Chipotle, but they have nachos. Why doesn't Qdoba have nachos? Why doesn't Chipotle have nachos?
I don't know.
Why doesn't Chipotle have nachos, Tara? Qdoba
don't
does,
know.
and it's amazing. I love Qdoba nachos. I love Qdoba.
I didn't know
I
Qdoba was from there.
well, did you know Chipotle was?
Yep, because it's on my list.
Oh wow. I just always find Chipotle to be pretty bland where Qdoba has nacho cheese. They had the cheese sauce way before fucking
I'll make my
Chipotle.
I'll make my Chipotle number 4 so I can talk about it now
You shouldn't
too.
have had it higher than that anyway. So anyway, I love Qdoba. The burritos are better. They also have the cheese sauce. They have a nacho cheese sauce. They have a couple different they have like different heats of it too. And you can get nachos or burritos or bowls, all of the above. That's better, in my opinion.
So my number 4 is Chipotle, and I'm
What?
actually not a uh I'm not a Qdoba girl. I don't think their nachos are good
You're
because
wrong.
they're it doesn't have sprinkled cheese on it. It is
Yes, it
nacho.
does.
No, it's
You
nacho
can.
cheese.
It's both if you want it, and I
No, but
want it.
no, but
It's
it's
got
not.
cheese sauce, and then they sprinkle cheese on it.
Yeah, but then it's not. It doesn't melt.
I don't want it to melt,
No, I don't like a cheese sauce nacho, and
but
I've
you get a
ordered.
bowl and
Yeah,
dip chips in it. I'd rather it just already be together with a sick queso on it.
no, I'm not a big queso girl. Um, but I love Chipotle. I
Bland,
No, it's
boring.
not bland. It's
Stand
delicious.
by it.
It's delicious. I love it tastes fresh.
I'm
I
gonna
love
yuck
the
your name all day.
chips. I love the chips. I love the corn salsa. I love Chipotle. I love it. Would say that it was my kitchen when I lived in Chicago because we lived right next to one, and I went there way too
Do you
often.
think you
And
ate
you
it
could
every
get
week?
so many, yeah, you could get so many meals out of just one
Not
bowl.
me. I can get
Mm.
one.
I
I'm
could get
thick.
2 to 3.
I maybe did two once in my life, and I was like, it was it was lunch and then later lunch. Tara, I'm up.
Yeah, you are. Oh, I also
My
love their forks. Chipotle has the
we used
best
to steal them.
forks. We used to steal them all the time.
Not steal them. They were ours for the
Yeah,
taking.
yeah.
Um, my number four thing related to the state of Colorado is going to be Coors Light. Here's the thing: is Coors Light my favorite beer? No. Is it my top 5 beers? I don't think so.
Mm-mm.
But a cold motherfucking day. I'm sorry.
Nope.
A
Nope.
hot. I'm sorry. That's not.
Yeah.
Listen. Rewind that, guys. Pretend I nailed this the first time. Think about it. Here, Coors Light. Is it my favorite beer? No. Is it one of my top 5 beers? Honestly, no. But hot summer day. It's hot. 90 degrees. You're on the water. You're floating down the river. I want a Coors Light in my mouth. Just a
you
cold,
mount.
crisp,
You want those
refreshing.
mountains to be so
The
blue.
mountains are so blue that my balls are blue. That's how blue the mountains are today. That's the summer, baby. It's hard to beat.
Yeah.
I love a cold Coors Light. You can
I
pound
think
them
I have a Coors Light in my fridge.
right now.
I think I do. I think
Do
Dad brought
I?
me over.
Let me see
Hold
if
on.
I do too.
Yeah.
That's both. We're gonna do this thing where you go, I go. You go, I go.
Okay.
You go, I go. Because I don't want to have to edit out blank stuff. She doesn't. It's like I have to do work. She doesn't get the work part of it. She just like comes on. We do her little list, and she just goes on with her fucking day. And here I am, and she's not gonna hear this, guys, because she doesn't. I always listen for her. She has a Coors Light. That's excellent. It's in. Here's the thing. It's in a bottle. It's better in a can. I will say that it's in a bottle. It's better in a can, but that's acceptable. I'll be right back. If I have some, Tara, I'm gonna be so happy. I'll be right
Oh
back.
my gosh, we're gonna Coors it up. Woo! These mountains are super blue, but if he doesn't have one, I don't know if I want to drink it because he might be super jealous of my delicious Coors Light. Also, I just have to say something real quick before he gets back. My cat, if you see this thing behind me, that is like a little bin. And that's my cat's new favorite thing. He discovered it today. He's napping in it right now. And it might be the cutest thing that ever existed. I am so obsessed with this cat that I get it. I'm a cat lady now. Who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk it? I'm getting teary eyed thinking about my cat. That's disgusting. I need to get it together. I mean, I mean, I don't know if he has one, you guys. But look at these red eyes. I've been crying because I'm thinking about my cat in a freaking bin. Like, what have I turned into? Am I one of those like childless cat ladies that they've been talking about? Oh no!
I don't. I honestly, I usually do, and I'm surprised I don't. But I do got.
Do
a
you
high
want
life,
me to
so
drink?
I
Okay.
do got a high life, so I'll be drinking with you. Don't worry. Tara's gonna drink the mountains because they're. You listen.
They're so blue.
They're
They're
so blue.
so blue.
They're so blue. To be fair, I would take a high life before I take a
Same.
Coors Light.
That
But
is in your top 5 beers.
that's in my top. I mean, if I did a list of my top 5 things related to the world, High Life hits that list. Tara, how is that? Drink it. Let's hear that. Tell us how cold that is, and I'll drink some of my High Life while you do that.
Oh, that's so cold once it hits the lips.
Oh,
It
yeah,
tastes
baby.
so good. Mm.
Man. Ooh. Speaking of beer drinking, Saquon Barkley back to Super Bowl.
Yeah,
He was shotgunning beers. He spilled a little too much from my taste.
not that much though.
Tara, that was I don't spill anything. Little story. He spilled quite a bit, and also that hole was huge. It was almost like he just.
He was like, you could see him take like 3 swallows. He's got a big.
Yeah, I don't take 3 swallows. I take 1 swallow. They call me the Swallow King. There'd be rules if he and I went head to head. There'd be rules, and he'd lose.
He did a good job though.
No, I'm happy with him. He's a man.
It was impressive.
Saquon's a man. I'm happy about him. I like the way he did business. His hole was huge though. Did you see it? It was like it was almost like a woman giving birth, and her butthole and her vagina fucking
Combined.
became one.
2 became 1.
Hot mom walk. You guys know. You guys are hot moms walking.
You did it.
Here,
You
this
know
is a
what?
perfect
He's like-
hot mom walking pod.
I mean,
Do women like Saquon? Is he hot?
Saquon is very hot.
Is Saquon hot as fuck?
Yes. And it was his birthday.
What is he, 28?
28.
Yeah, you can say he's hot as fuck
You
because
can
he's like Sydney Sweeney's age, right?
Exactly.
Is he the
28.
Sydney Sweeney of football players?
Definitely the Sydney Sweeney football
Like
player.
just hot
Because everyone's like talking
and
about
talented?
like, hot, talented. He's got those thick thighs, like
And she's got them thick
boobs.
breasts. How old is Sydney Sweeney? She's 27.
Mm.
She's a little young.
Wait, just double check and make sure that.
No, he's 28.
Okay, good.
I remember him saying he's 28. Saquon.
27's fine.
I mean, she turns 28 the same year as Barkley.
Yeah.
They both
so
they were both born the same year,
Yeah.
97.
Jesus.
1997, Tara. In 1997, what were we doing?
1997.
We weren't in high school yet, so that's not bad.
How old was I in 1997? 20.
You have to do that much math. You were 12. You turned 12.
Oh,
97.
that's when I was all about.
You were 11 and turned
GP.
12. She's a September birthday, by the way. You and Sweeney are September
What? September what?
12th.
Look at that Virgo queen. Love her.
Yeah, so
I knew I loved her.
So her fourth birthday probably wasn't that fun.
Her fourth?
September 11th was the day before.
Oh.
So there you go. Sydney Sweeney. She looks good in that picture. I love Sydney Sweeney. She's great.
Can we talk about how they're really trying to make Glenn Powell something?
And it just isn't working. Tara, I was saying it last night.
Yeah.
I feel like he's a poor man's McConaughey.
Yeah.
I think he's better looking than McConaughey, probably.
Mm-mm.
No? Because McConaughey's got a little more like
He's got a
talent.
little
The
something.
talent.
Yeah.
I think it's the talent that makes him better looking, right? Like, I think that I like Glenn Powell. I think he's good.
Too. But I think
He's not McConaughey.
No, and I just feel like he's not as because McConaughey like has something different about him. Like he doesn't look like your average Joe. I think that Glenn Powell is hot, but he also is kind of a little plain Jane.
He kind of looks like a finance bro a little bit.
Yes, 100%.
I'd agree with that. Where McConaughey looks like a goddamn actor. Where McConaughey could play a detective that you believe he could. I don't think Glenn Powell could ever play that part in True Detective.
No, I don't think so.
I would never buy him as that dark of a character.
No.
That just chain smokes and is like and then like bangs his buddy's wife. That's a good fucking show.
Yeah.
That's a good show. So that was my number 4.
Yeah.
So what's your number 3 thing related to the state
My
of
number
Colorado?
3 is a root beer float.
That's good. It didn't make my list, but it is good.
I freaking love a root beer float.
Do you?
Yes, they're so good, and oh man, they just are so creamy, and then have that like they'll get like little ice chunks in them, and like the ice cream gets kind of like icy and delicious, and oof, I
Does it
love it.
A&W though, right?
A&W has to be.
Has to be A&W. It could also be it can be Culver's root beer though, because their root beer is very good too.
Never had it.
What? Tara, you've never had Culver's root beer? Tara,
No,
it's very, very good.
but I will
It's very, very
say
good.
that it was originally called a black cow, and now
Why?
it's called a root beer float. I don't know.
It's an honorable mention for me. It is,
Yeah,
but I don't have them that often. But every time I have one, I do enjoy it.
oof, they're so good.
Yeah, they're very good. I love it. I love
Mhm.
a good root beer float. I kind of want one right now. We should have been drinking root beer floats for this.
They should have. I don't have either ice cream or root beer, so I can't.
I just don't know the order to go on these last ones. I'm going to say my number. Fuck, that should probably be my number one. I'm going to say my number 3 thing related to the state of Colorado is the movie Dumb and Dumber.
That's my
Like,
number
there's a
two.
lot of movies that took place in Colorado, a lot of TV shows, but Dumb and Dumber. I actually pulled up the list and it didn't even show up on the list. I was like, what? It was in my head already. I was going to go with it.
Aspen.
I mean, I'm just going to give you a little quote from the movie. I had to put, someplace warm, a place where the beer flows like
It's like
wine,
wine.
where the beautiful women instinctively flock like the salmon of Capistrano. I'm talking about a little place called
Aspen.
Aspen, Colorado, baby.
Mm.
Dumb and Dumber. I mean, they're only in Colorado for, I don't know, half
A
the movie,
good
but they're
chunk.
trying to get there the whole movie.
Yes.
Dumb and Dumber. Sometimes I think Dumb and Dumber is the funniest movie ever. Tara, what do you think?
It's so good.
Where do it's
It's so dark and it's
It-
so funny and it's
it's
so annoying, but it's like so good.
is it the funniest movie ever?
Like some of the scenes,
Like
are-
actually, like where you can like I feel like anyone could watch it and be like, that's fucking funny. It's funny.
I don't think everyone thinks it's funny
They're
because
dumb.
people are dumb.
Because I think it's actually a good movie along with being it's so stupid. Like
Yes.
all the early Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, they're really fun and I love them. And they're funny and they're stupid. But Dumb and Dumber is stupid but like super smart at the same time.
Yes.
Like it's like
I mean, there's like layered stuff with it.
so good.
It's like so funny where they think that these two dummies are like these crazy
Mastermind
criminals, and like, oh, how did they know I had gas? Like,
Yeah, because they
gas
just thought they were late on their gas payment, but
Yeah.
he has like,
yeah, like
and that's how they kill him.
also gas, yeah, which is so funny. That's my number 2, and it's so freaking good.
I'm glad I made you list.
It's one of those movies that I wonder what other generations think of it, right? Because that is a movie that we grew up with and freaking loved, but I don't know if it would like I think I'm going to do an experiment. I'm going to talk to some of my high school coworkers and I'm going to ask them if they've ever seen Dumb and Dumber, and I'm going to have them watch it if they haven't.
Because here's the
See
beauty
what
of
they
Dumb and
think.
Dumber too. It's not, you know how a lot of those movies from like the 90s, the 80s, early 2000s, people are like, oh, cancelable. Things like Superbad, things like that. I don't think Dumb and Dumber has any of that. Honestly, there's not like a bunch of like things you're like, that's really fucked up.
Well, I mean, they sold a blind kid a parakeet, but they
Well,
knew how fucked up it was. They were on hard copy.
well, that was the point. That was, I mean,
Right.
that's in the vein of the
Exactly.
next one of these things I'm going to talk about, but also in the vein of like Sunny in Philadelphia. Like they know it's fucked up. That's the
Exactly.
point. Like they're like, yo, dude, that's fucked up. And you're like, well,
Right. They know
I
what
did
they're
it.
doing.
I did
Yes.
it, and
Yes.
it worked. It's so good. Sweet Tweety Bird. What does he say? Pretty bird.
And then like I thought that he was just quiet.
You know, when they made the remake or the sequel to it a couple of years ago. It's probably almost 10 years ago now, honestly. He was in it again. The blind kid. I think he might even have been the bad guy in it. I don't remember. Like he was the one
gosh.
fucking with him. I don't know.
That's
Dumb and
fun.
Dumber right there with Kingpin. Kingpin a little more problematic. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
A little more problem. Other than that, other than the blind kid thing, it's not really a problematic movie, in my opinion. They're not like really like he's a loser that like is
Yeah.
like fantasizing about this woman, but he's not really doing anything fucked up. Like I guess he's technically there's no like no, it's kind of an awesome movie.
Yeah.
So yeah, when that you guys don't even know. Back in the day, that would just be on TBS every day
Oh my
for like
gosh.
24 hours.
And Drew and I used to do the mock. Yeah.
Right.
And yeah.
Bird.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bird.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a great answer. My
Mhm.
number 2, I just told you, Tara. Great answer because it was my answer. That was
Yeah.
pretty odd. Great answer, Tara.
Thank you.
My number I guess I got to put this other thing number 1. I can't not. So my number 2 thing related to the state of Colorado is Trey Parker and Matt Stone and South Park. All of it combined into one thing. You got
That's
Trey
what-
Parker. Trey Parker really born there. Matt Stone born elsewhere but moved there and grew up there. And then they create they go to college together at Colorado and they create South Park among other things. But South Park when the first time I saw it, because not everybody had Comedy Central when we were kids.
Right.
So the first time we saw it was like at a hotel. And then there was like they'd give you like free like Comedy Central weekends where you could watch Comedy Central and you'd watch South Park. You're like, I can't believe this is on TV.
Mm-hmm.
And it was pretty tame. Honestly, it got way crazier as it went on, but
Yeah.
it definitely shaped a bunch of people and it shaped comedy. And Trey Parker and Matt Stone, obviously they did, what's it called?
Basketball.
Basketball is one of our favorite movies.
The Book of
That
Mormon.
honestly could be in the Book of Mormon, another one.
Orgasmo.
So, huh? Orgasmo, which doesn't take place in Colorado though.
Mm.
And then they do Hannibal the musical, which is in Colorado.
That's,
I just really love Trey Parker, Matt Stone in South Park.
that's my number one.
Oh, really?
Yes. It is my number one.
Oh, wow. So you left this one off the list. My number 1 off the list.
I don't know what it's gonna be.
Okay. Well,
Everything you said, I agree with. I freaking there. So I think that Trey Parker is like insane. He's a visionary. I think Matt Stone's really funny too, but Trey Parker to me is just
I think Trey Parker probably could be maybe in that like it's not a word I like, but the genius. He might be a
Yeah.
genius,
yeah.
and I think Matt Stone is close.
Yeah, and he's so funny, but like Trey Parker is just one of the coolest things was just like watching it was on Comedy Central and it was just showing how they
Like a week
and
building up to
how
an episode of
yes.
South Park.
And it was one of the coolest things ever.
I could watch
And
that.
just like watching them in their room, like their writer's room, like doing ideas, and they have like this cool like cast of characters for their writers, Bill Hader being one of them, but it's just Matt Stone and Trey Parker bouncing off each other ideas and using the voices and like the writers just laughing their asses off, and it was just so fucking cool. And they aren't afraid to push boundaries, and I freaking love it. Like it's just one of those shows that I don't watch it as much as I used to, but I'll like catch like I watched the Lizzo one and it's just it's freaking funny.
Well, it's like the bird thing we were just talking about. They are like the original. I don't know if they're the original. They're like this. They're like, we know this is bad behavior. We're making fun of the bad behavior. This is bad behavior.
Oh yeah.
We know this is inappropriate. That's the point. Which a lot of people don't get that. I'm not just saying like people that don't think it's funny. I'm talking about people that like think they're comedians. Like, oh, I can't say whatever I want. I'm like, yeah, because when they're like, oh, I guess where they say that's because it wasn't funny, you couldn't say, it's like that's actually correct. It's like because you're just being a dickhead. Where these guys are like,
Right.
This is stupid and bad behavior, and that's why it's funny. We're making fun of how stupid this is. Like this is awful.
Exactly.
We don't actually think it's fun. We don't think it's funny in a way like people think racist jokes are funny because they're racist.
Right.
We're like, this is funny because that racist is an idiot, and that's funny to make fun of them.
Mhm.
That's what's really great about South Park and Sunny in Philadelphia. Like, definitely, like, it's like, I would say those are like the two shows that over the last 30 years have got away with that more than any other show. Of
Right.
just
And
being
like what I like about South Park too is they're not afraid to like approach any topic. Like they're like, all right, we're
Right.
doing this. And
I think they got to that point where most people aren't even paying attention to it anymore. Like the people that were pissed off about it don't even care anymore.
right.
Because they've moved on. Sort of. They just like, well, it's South Park. They're going to do it. I
Mm-hmm.
think most people think it's funny too. Even people that might not agree, like, this is kind of funny.
Right.
This is ridiculous. I think they might get away with a little more because it is animated, probably.
Oh, for sure.
So that's your number one. My number one, I can't believe this isn't on your list. Maybe it's because you're not. Maybe it's because you don't eat them. My number one thing related to the state of Colorado is a cheeseburger. They claim. I mean, I'm going to go with that. It's true. They claim that the cheeseburger was created in 1935 at the Humpty Dumpty. The Humpty Dumpty, Tara. Like, and I always think like, well, cheeseburgers been around forever, but honestly, they haven't. Burgers weren't even around forever. It became a thing, and people are like, let's throw. They're like, there's probably other people that maybe threw cheese on a hamburger before, but they're the first ones that were like selling it, and they did not trademark it. What's it called? Where you like patented it. They actually have a patent for a cheeseburger. This restaurant,
That's
the Humpty
funny.
Dumpty. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
They also claim that the Sloppy Joe also comes from Colorado.
Well, I freaking love a sloppy Joe. That should
So-
be on my list.
You do love a Sloppy Joe. So
like
that's my number one. Makes a lot of sense. It's hard not to put on there. Like, I love these things I named, but I love a goddamn cheeseburger.
Can I
God,
be?
I love a cheeseburger. Cheeseburgers are awesome.
I'm just like not that much of a burger, like a cheeseburger burger.
You
fan.
are, though.
I like them fine, but I'm not like, ooh, I want a burger so bad.
Well, it's because you're a little bitch.
I'm not a bitch. It's just not my favorite food.
Your burgers are awesome.
I just
Burgers
don't
are
care
fucking
about it.
awesome.
I'd rather have a lot.
I don't
more
like how
cheese.
little my family puts cheese on burgers. I'm like, they're always just eating them plain. I'm like, put some cheese on there.
I mean, I like a cheeseburger.
Put some cheese on that goddamn burger, Mom. Put some cheese on that burger, Trinity.
I don't know. Like when
Dad,
I
Tara.
live,
Cheese is good on burgers.
I know when I lived with mom and dad for a short period of time recently, I feel like I hated burgers because they had them all the time, and I'm
You
like,
just like
okay,
the
I'll
smell
have.
of it all the time.
I just like was
Got
like, I
sick of
don't
'em?
even really like these. And then it was when dad first got his
It's because they weren't putting
Yes.
cheese on them, Tara.
no, it's when he got his cast iron pan and he was
Mhm.
putting like butter in it, and they were just
No, I
like,
grill it.
greasy as shit, and I just
You like my burgers. You know you like my
No,
burgers.
I like your burgers, but it's just not my favorite thing. Barbecue, like a sloppy Joe. Fuck yeah.
That's what we call buttholes and vaginas when they combine as one.
Sloppy
It's a
Joes.
sloppy Joe. You know what I'm
It's-
talking about, Hot Mom Walk?
No, it's called a sloppy Joanne.
This is Sloppy Joanne. So that's our top 5 things related to the state of Colorado. I'm sure we got some honorable mentions between the two of us.
Mm-hmm.
I had Root Beer Float as an honorable mention like you did, and I also had Red Rocks as an honorable mention. I'll give you a couple here, and then I'll let you give me a couple.
Sure.
I said Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Me too.
How can you not put Dog? I
love
mean,
'em.
it's a little bit of a mess, but like,
Yeah.
man, when Dog the Bounty Hunter was at its peak, that was good ass TV.
I would watch
I'm
it
the
every
dog,
morning,
The
getting ready
big
for
bad
work.
Dog Bounty
The
Hunter.
Hunter.
South Park did a great episode making fun of Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Mhm.
Maybe one of the best episodes ever of Dog the Bounty Hunter.
So good.
And the other one I'll say, and then I'll let you have a couple. I said Ross Lynch. I mean, we've talked
I
Ross
love
Lynch before.
him. Yes.
Gotta love some Ross Lynch, baby.
He's so good.
Ross Lynch. If you guys don't know Ross Lynch, Austin and Allie, he's Austin. Ross Lynch. We talked about him like not that long ago.
Yeah.
He's a fucking triple threat. He's the white
He is.
Corbin Blue, I'd say.
Yes. He's definitely the white Corbin Blue.
He's the white Corbin Blue.
To stay in the vein of that, Good Luck Charlie was
Yep.
Denver. Love
It's
it.
a Colorado show.
Colorado show. I loved this fun fact. The only state to ever turn down the Olympics in 1976. They were like,
To turn them down?
They turned it down. They said, we don't want it because they were worried about the pollution it was going to create and the population boom. And they were like, no, we don't want it.
Then why did they apply for it?
I don't think they did. I think they wanted it to be there.
Got it.
Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, I had Christian McCaffrey as an honorable mention.
Crocs. I
I had
pair.
Crocs as an honorable mention.
have a
A couple
pair
years
on
ago, I
right
would say
now.
fuck Crocs.
Right.
But now I love me a Croc.
I got a Croc.
I'm not wearing
on
Crocs right
as
now. I'm
we
wearing
speak.
slippers, but Crocs and slippers depends on my mood.
Did you see him, Drew?
What?
My Crocs.
I've seen them.
That's what I got on.
Oh, you're wearing them.
Yeah.
You're wearing them. I'm wearing slippers.
Christmas lights. How fucking
Yeah,
cool.
the story's interesting.
Yeah.
I was like, again, one of those things like, well, Christmas lights have always existed. I'm like, but then you're like, no, they didn't because electricity didn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if you guys don't know the Christmas light story, some guy's kid was like sick. He's like, I got to make him feel better. So he took lights and put them on like a wire and dipped them in paint to give him color and hung them outside his window.
Love
Genius.
it. Love it.
Is that true, do you think?
Yes.
Probably.
And then my last one that I had was...
Did you have Ross Lynch?
Yeah.
Nice.
And the last one that I had was tampons.
What about them?
They were invented in Colorado.
Do women like tampons? I thought they didn't like tampons. I thought they were like, they should have a better system.
There should definitely be a better system, but as...
Why isn't there yet? Why haven't the women figured it out?
It's not...
Why isn't there like a woman engineer going like, this is how we fix the vagina problem?
Well, they have like the cups.
A man invented a tampon.
They have the cups, but like they just are... They're just not that easy. The tampons are... They just plug it up. But the problem with the tampons...
But everyone wears them.
They got all the lead in them.
Why isn't a woman
It's
come
not
up with
good.
something better?
I don't know, Drew. I'm not an engineer.
So don't be so mean to the man that came up with the tampon because everyone uses them and
I
loves
put
them.
it on my list of things I liked.
I think that's what your number one list was. We were talking about periods earlier.
I got a tampon in right now. It's not a big
Dang!
deal.
Hot mom walk.
Hot mom walk.
Hot mom's walking right now with tampons in.
Mhm.
How long does it take after pregnancy for your period to kick back in? Do you know?
You know what, Drew? I've never been pregnant, so I don't know.
Hey, moms, let us know. Melon Fights, MELLON Fights at gmail.
I know there's like a certain amount of time where they're like, do not bone because you are very fertile.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And it's like, because that's why a lot of times.
Is that why we exist?
Probably. 'Cause
Tara's
they're
only
like-
13 months younger than me, so mom and dad was zoinking real quick.
And they're like, don't do it because you're fertile myrtle.
One of them I just thought about the Denver Nuggets. I do like the Denver Nuggets. I like Jokic. You gotta love Jokic. Jokic is a great basketball player.
Yes.
I also like the Denver Nuggets that had Carmelo Anthony and
Yep.
Chauncey Billups and
Chauncey.
Allen Iverson. I like that stuff.
Chauncey's actually from Colorado.
Chauncey is from Colorado. That is correct. And I had two more movies. I had The Shining, which takes place in Colorado.
It does?
Love The Shining.
I didn't
What?
see that.
I didn't see
You
that.
want it? I just knew it.
Okay.
Again, when I was looking up stuff, it was actually bad. I was
I thought
like,
it took
how did that not
place
show up?
in
And then,
Maine.
and then cliffhanger, baby.
Ugh,
Gotta love some cliffhanger. Tara's afraid of cliffhanger.
I won't.
I can't believe I didn't make her watch it yet. She's only seen the opening scene.
I'm not going to ever watch it. That's one
Tara,
of the-
you've
but
already
yeah.
seen the opening scene, so what's the big deal? After that, it's just fun. After that, it's just Die Hard on a mountain.
I guess what I'll do is I'll just fast forward through that part.
Well, you've already seen it, so it's not that devastating. And now it's kind of, Tara, if you watch it now, and then you got to watch Ace Ventura 2 when he drops the monkey.
It's not a monkey. It's a...
The monkey.
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure it's a raccoon.
It could be a raccoon.
I'm pretty sure it's a raccoon.
That's funny. And then the last thing, so that was it. Yeah, that was my Colorado list. Cliffhanger's awesome, Tara. Cliffhanger's awesome. You should watch Cliffhanger. And I'm going to watch the whatever movie.
It was good.
I want to watch it.
Watch it.
I want to watch it. What's
it
it
has
called? again?
Lacey Chabert in it. It's
What's it
called
called again?
Unexpected Valentine.
Unexpected Valentine. I'm going to watch it. It's on Tara's thing. I'm going to watch it.
Yes.
We're going to talk about it next week in our bonus episode.
It's worth a
So,
watch.
hey, Hot Moms, we talk Hallmark movies. That's our
Yeah.
thing. That's fun, right? We do bonus episodes where if you want to, you can listen to the Hot Mom stuff or just our Hallmark stuff.
Mm-hmm. 30
And
minutes.
then-
That's a perfect hot mom walk.
Perfect
30
Hot
minutes.
Mom walk. And then we did our real world. We just did our real world list.
Yeah.
I mean, Tara, I didn't name. Did I miss anything on your list? Was there anything on your real world list? So your top 5 real. We love the real world, just so you guys know. Did you have one that I didn't mention in your top 5 list?
No, but I had some honorable mentions. When
Okay.
Tech and Ruthie get to Hawaii and they
Just get nude instantly? Yeah. And what
then
about when
there-
Ruthie goes to fucking rehab?
when she like gets a DUI, not good. I also said every time they got to the house and we got to see
And
the
found
house.
their rooms.
Yeah.
In what?
Awesome. And we got to see the house. And
Oh,
we
yeah,
got the rooms.
Uh,
Like
oh man, there was
so
nothing
bad.
better than getting to see the real world house for this season.
Yeah.
Nothing better.
So good.
And then I said
There's a lot of good fights over the years, obviously.
I said the threesome with Melissa, Mike, and the waitress, where like they were in Miami when they're like they could hear Melissa.
Oh, they're
and they're,
yeah,
like, peeking
and they
in.
like broke something because
Yes,
they're trying to watch
Yeah.
him look
Yeah.
at him in the shower. That was good.
exactly.
Anything else?
Oh, the slap.
Irene getting
Irene.
slapped by Steven.
Right. We could never get married because you're homosexual. And then he's like, ooh, and goes and gets her like baggy bear.
This is a girl that's leaving because she's sick
with Lyme's disease.
Lyme's disease. And then she said some weird. It was weird. It's so weird.
She was such a bitch. Like that was uncalled for.
But he didn't need to slap her.
No, but he takes her like beloved stuffed animal, throws it in
The ocean.
The ocean, and then goes, knocks on the cab door, opens it up, and slaps her in the face. And he stays.
Amazing. Like she's like, hey, what? Like she's gonna say something nicer, and he just goes, bloop. It wasn't like the hardest slap ever, but it was jarring.
He had a big old hand, and guess what? Steven was gay.
Steven was gay. That's right, because he was not openly gay at the time.
No.
Anything else?
Nope.
I would say
Pedro's wedding.
Pedro's wedding.
Mm-hmm.
I was also going to say there was the time. So we talked about David last week, and all the David stuff was really funny, singing on New Orleans. But then there was a few seasons later where a girl was getting was hooking up with somebody, and they had recorded the David song, and they played it while this one, I don't remember her name, was hooking up. You remember that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Who was it though?
I don't remember her name. She had like long curly hair. I don't remember her name though. But she was like hooking up. It was a little embarrassing, and they played that song.
That's so funny.
You be my baby tonight. I've seen. Turn was mad we didn't scat. So dwee dwa do dwa dwa do do dwee dwa do do dwa.
Come on, be my baby tonight.
I've seen other thugs that you've been with. So good.
Thugs you've been with. Come on, be my baby
tonight. Emails. Any more hot or wet moment? Dry or what are your hot and dry wet moments of the week, Tara? We have one email. I know you know who it's from.
My driest moment. I don't know. I had a pretty damn good week. It was a good week. My wettest moment is I'm like getting obsessed with my cat. He's such a good baby.
Okay.
Right now he's sleeping in. See that thing? See that little bin behind me?
Oh, he's in that?
He's in it.
Go fuck with him.
Just resting. No, he's being.
Hey, Melon Fights had a little NBA action. What's up with that? Liked it. What? Had a little NBA action.
She liked our NBA talk.
Oh, well, we didn't do our NBA preview again. I said we were gonna do it. And we didn't.
We're
next week.
Too far in.
We'll do it next week.
Okay.
Yeah, because we're out of time tonight.
Yeah.
We're an hour 20 in. Okay, so road rules. I got nothing, but you had lots. It's real world anyway, so that's fine. I'm not an expert. Top 5 cool things about Colorado. Of course, the mountain. This is from our mom, by the way. Hot Mom Walkers. This is this is what we do. Our mom emails us every week, so like we're cool.
Yeah.
Our mom emails us every week, and we talk about it.
She does hot mom walks for sure.
She does hot mom walks for sure. Of course, mountains, and she bartends and hot mom walks. How cool is that? At 65?
And has tattoos. Got her first tattoo at 65.
That's a hot mom walk. Of course, the mountains and streams and the great outdoors overall. I don't want to use that as a pick, so I'm not. It just goes without saying. Okay, so number 5 is Red Rock outdoor audition, beautiful, or outdoor auditorium, beautiful. If only we could have gone to a concert next time. I think they go. They went and saw it.
Yeah,
they went and saw it. Right. Lon Chaney, the original scary, creepy cat, the Hunchback of Notre Dame, Phantom of the Opera, but he really tied with John Denver. I don't know what that is. Who's Lon Chaney?
I don't know.
But he really tied with John Denver, who seems to be the complete opposite, bringing everything sweet and wholesome to music, TV, and cinema. Bad number 4. No one knows who Lon Chaney is, and John Denver ain't cool either. Continental Divide, scary as hell to drive that road with no guardrails and 11K drop. Holy shit. But what a view. Yeah, that sounds scary.
I would never. That's why I couldn't live in Colorado. I can't drive.
Invention of outdoor Christmas lights, David Dwight Sturgeon, brings so much joy, peace, and beauty. And then number 1 is our good friends Catherine and Joe. So much fun. We're on a trip in Denver and Breckenridge. That's fair, but also, Mom, your top 5 real week this week. Got to be honest.
They are good people, though.
Didn't do a lot of research this week.
That's okay. She barely finished it, so I appreciate the email.
Well, I left it like noon. She's like, when you guys pot? I'm like, I don't know, 8. She's like, oh, I got to listen. I'm like, then listen. It's only an hour long.
She's been busy.
Honorable mention, Crocs, the cheeseburger. First at the Humpty Dumpty Inn. Didn't make top 5 because I like burgers plain. Yeah, because you're
Mhm.
boring. Goose Gossage,
Goose Gossage.
baseball player.
Oh.
John Kerry as an honorable mention. You big John Kerry gal, Mom? I don't believe that to be true. You just named a person that existed. Glad we were together. Super Bowl, always fun. That's it. Love you. Have a Tuesday.
Have a Tuesday.
We need a list for next week, Tara. What's after Colorado? So we're gonna do next week. What's Colorado? California, Colorado.
Connecticut. Doot.
So we got to do Connecticut next week. So next week will be our top 5 things related to the state of Connecticut.
This one's going to be a little stuck up, I have a feeling.
We don't have a real world list for next week. That's okay. We don't need to do one.
We have to do
But I think we need another list. I enjoyed this week's episode. I can't lie. What's order for some holidays for today? National Clean Out Your Computer Day.
Jesus.
So maybe like our top 5 porns of all time.
I don't have them.
International Day of Women and Girls in Science.
Nah.
Pass. National Guitar Day. What can we do with that?
Our favorite guitar
That's tomorrow, actually.
solos.
What's that?
Our favorite guitar solos.
Our favorite guitar solos? You don't think you know enough of them. Famous birthdays today. Emma Roberts is 34. That surprised me that she's that old.
Mm-hmm.
Chloe Grace Moretz is 28. Who do we actually know? I mean, we knew those 2 people.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of like TikTokers as usual that we hate. Elizabeth Banks is 51. She's 51.
Good.
Dang, I didn't know if she's that old.
I didn't either.
But she was much younger. Caleb City is 29, YouTube star. Mia Khalifa, porn star, 32.
Mia Khalifa?
She's an Instagram star now. Yeah, Mia Khalifa.
Mia Khalifa.
Laura Dern is 58. None of these I don't really care about any more of these.
What's happening next week though? It's
Valentine's Day is next week. We should do something
know.
Valentine's
Did
related.
you see what I'm wearing?
We didn't do anything Valentine's related for this week because next week.
Valentine's Day outfit.
Fuck. Yeah, Valentine's Day is Friday. We should do something Valentine's Day related for next week's episode. A list.
Drew. Fuck, marry, kill.
Oh, for me right now. Go.
Yeah, right now. Roses.
Oh yeah. This is gonna be hard because I'm not gonna care about any of them.
Listen, roses, chocolate covered strawberries, or edible underwear.
I'm gonna kill. It's not we don't play fuck, marry, kill.
Okay, what do we do? Flake.
We play fillet, bury alive, and domestic partnership.
Okay, that's right. Domestic partnership.
I'm gonna fillet. I mean, come on, you fillet edible underwear, baby. Yummy. You gotta eat that shit right down to the bone. And then I'm gonna bury alive chocolate covered strawberries. I've never liked them. I never will. I don't like the texture of it. I don't like the texture of the strawberry. I can't stand it. I like the flavor of chocolate and strawberry together, but I don't like an actual chocolate covered strawberry. I hate the way it feels. The mouthfeel don't work for me. I'm gonna say it. And then obviously I'm gonna domestic partnership with flowers because they smell nice.
They do.
Was it flowers or roses?
Roses.
One single rose or a dozen?
A dozen.
Yeah. Domestic partnership. I love yummy smelling flowers. Tara, domestic partnership, fillet, or bury alive.
Are you frozen?
I got nothing. I didn't have anything for you. But yeah, let's do something for romance next week for our list.
Romance.
Something romancy. How about our top 5 leading male or actors or actresses in rom-coms? It can be male or female.
Everyone knows what my number 1 is going to be.
Tara, you can't just put Zac Efron.
But I
don't know that. I don't think of him at Tara. He's not a big rom-com guy though. He's not been in that many rom-coms. You can't just really think about this one. He's not going to make my number. He's not going to make my list. And I love Zac. Really think about it. How many rom-coms is he really in, Tara?
Fine.
Really think about it. So we're going to do our top 5.
My number 1.
How about this? How about you do females and I do men then? So you can't even pretend.
Okay.
My camera's
like
dead.
that.
I'm out.
I like that.
So I'm doing my top 5 dudes
All right.
in rom-coms, and you do your top 5 ladies in rom-coms.
Good. That's good.
Okay?
Yes.
All right. So we'll do that next week. Hey, Tara, stay dry.
Stay dry.
Have a Tuesday.
Have a Tuesday.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Melon Fights.
Ooh. Good app.